Hi everybody, I'm Jason Inman, I read comic books. That's why this week I decided to look at Batman Eternal #2. I'm going to give you a review and a commentary just like last week because enough of you people in the comments said you really liked it. But before we get into that commentary, don't forget to go to majorspoilers.com, the comic website where they know that you love comic books, and we do too. Now let's talk about some Batman Eternal Week 2, Issue 2. Let's go. Now, if you open up the first page, you remember from the previous issue, Commissioner Gordon was involved with a train accident, and now he's in jail. He's been arrested. But we have the Honorable Sebastian Haddon, Mayor of Gotham, a character that I remember seeing in Batman Inc. by Grant Morrison. I don't know if he's appeared since then. If he has, please tell me in the comments below. But he looks a lot like Norman Osborn. And we go to the bottom of the page, and we get a reveal of somebody in black, a silhouette going, exactly what I said it would 5 years ago. Dun, dun, dun. See, we have in the DC universe this thing about pushing back to 5 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 years ago. And to be honest with you, I think it's kind of strangleholding the DC universe right now. This whole holy, holier than thou 5 years ago. And now we're getting soon to have 5 years later. It's something that I think they need to abandon. They just need to get rid of it because it's not working right now. Mayor Haddon recognizes whoever it is, and we go to the next page, and we see the firefighters looking over the wreckage, and we get to see Vicki Vale, who I believe this is her first appearance in the New 52. Now, she was in Batman Inc., and she was in Red Robin before the New 52, but I believe this is her first appearance in the New 52. And we get to see the editor-in-chief of the Gotham Gazette, some other people, a very scene that you would expect to see in a Daily Planet scene in Superman. So it's kind of good to see here. And Vicki Vale, of course, clicks the button and lets Commissioner Gordon go down. Now we see an excellent two-page spread. We see the map of Gotham City, which I always love seeing. I've loved that since No Man's Land. We get to see Batgirl's reaction. We get to see Harper Row, Red Hood. We get to see Batwing, Batwoman, and Red Robin, who is in still the worst costume redesign of the New 52, fighting robots that he made. Now, when you're taught to be one of Batman's sidekicks, right? You get to learn about poisons. You get to learn about villains. You get to learn about hand-to-hand combat. But I guess step number 4, which has never been mentioned in any other comic before, is that you also get to learn how to build robots. Batman goes in the next page and talks to his pal, old Jim Gordon. And now here's the interesting thing I noticed about this. Jim Gordon is still in a full clothes, like he's civilian clothes. Most times when they take you to jail, they put you in the orange jumpsuit. You've seen it in plenty of prison movies. They give you rubber shoes, all that type of stuff, because they're worried that you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to kill yourself, right? Well, apparently Commissioner Gordon, they don't care. Either they respect men with mustaches enough to let them keep their civvy clothes, or they just think that he's not going to do anything. Batman and Gordon play a little handsy time in jail, you know, because that's how it starts. And Batman, of course, says that, you know, hey, buddy, it's okay. I believe you. I believe everything you're doing. We now go back to Mayor Haddon, and we see the lights above Gotham, and we see this mysterious silhouetted figure talking to Mayor Haddon. And here's the thing. In a story, generally the rule is that if you're going to reveal somebody, if you're going to make a mystery about how you're going to reveal somebody, you don't want to give away too many clues too early, right? You want to throw out some red herrings. You want to throw out some false trails. Long Halloween, the Batman storyline, was very good about doing this. You made you guess about who Holiday was, the killer, the entire storyline. So you either want to do that, or you want to reveal it, wham bam, right in the beginning, so you get it out of the way. Star Trek Into Darkness made the fault of this because they tried to make Khan this mysterious mystery, and he really wasn't. We all knew he was Khan. It was obvious. So when the reveal happened, it was no big deal. Now, on this page, if you notice, Mayor Haddon is a huge fan of roses. He loves roses. Apparently City Hall loves roses. Everybody loves roses. And this character obviously squishes the rose and smiles dirtily while he does it, giving away his identity as Carmine Falcone, I think on page 6. I think it's about page 6. And the mystery's gone. The dramatic reveal of this entire issue is gone because they gave it away too obvious right out of the bat. Next, we go to a little scene where you see some firefighters with the dead bodies. Very touching scene. And we go to this man in the coolest green suit that you've ever seen, this side of St. Patrick's Day, and he talks to this one officer. We turn to the next page, and his eyes glow green, and he makes the person forget, and you see even his white shirt is tinted green. This man has like an inside track into the green suit factory. I don't know where this green suit factory is. Maybe this was started by the Incredible Hulk. No, he would be purple. But this guy apparently goes to the same, tailor as the Green Lantern Corps. Now you see his shadows, and you see his eyes grow green, and you see that he has orange hair. Is this red hair, orange hair, whatever? Do you think this is Jim Corrigan? Is this the Spectre? It's not really confirmed. If you think it is confirmed, please let me know below. Let's move on. We go to a page. We get Dr. Phosphorus in a cage. He's yelling, or a cell. He's yelling at Gotham at the Arkham Asylum. And then we turn the page and we see that there's a man with a pastor's little collar, and he's got green. And when he touches Dr. Phosphorus' head, he says Blackfire. Now, there's no confirmation of this, but my guess is that this guy is Deacon Blackfire from Batman the Cult. This very famous storyline, a very excellent old storyline from early 90s, I believe. Excellent story, Deacon Blackfire. And if this is his introduction into New 52, I'm already on board. I gotta tell you, these 2 pages with Deacon Blackfire and these 2 pages with the Spectre have more mystery and more chutzpah than the whole, hey, I'm Carmen Falcone. Guess what? I'm on a scene with all these roses. Boy, Carmen Falcone in every scene in Long Halloween was always smelling roses. Oh, I wonder who it could be. This guy who's constantly around roses. I don't know. This Deacon Blackfire, way more interesting, just in my humble opinion. Let's move on. Now we have Batman, and he's watching the television stations. He's watching his favorite shows. He's watching world's famous walls. He's watching world famous subway scenes, and on the left he's watching the backside of a fireman. When you hear creak, and you see Catwoman do the most impossible pose since physics has been invented that a woman can do. And him and Batman, her and Batman talk a little bit. And you get a nice little gag where she's like, aren't I a friend? And he's like, and so she gets the message, which is I'm kind of sad that this panel is in there because I always thought that Batman and Catwoman deserve to be together. But in the New 52, no one gets married. Per Dan DiDio, no one gets married. No one shall love. No one has relationship. They're almost like Jedi. Like all the DC superheroes now have to be Jedis because we can't have attachments. We can't be afraid of anybody, and we can't own anything. And we can't let anybody know that we have friends that we care about because then you become Dick Grayson super spies and get kicked out of the whole superhero game anyway. So we move on. Batman watches the crazy footage of the guy who kind of looks like Spider Jerusalem from Transmetropolitan, but it's by listening and just by looking at this guy, he figures out that it's Carmen Falcone. And instead of turning the page and getting the reveal again, no, we have to pad this out 2 more pages. It's like we're writing for the trade in the weekly series. What is up with you guys? The next page, we get a whole full scene of the silhouetted character smelling roses. And Mayor Haiti being like, you're the one responsible for Gordon, aren't you? And the silhouetted figure being like, sorry, I was smelling roses. I'm smelling roses. And then we go to a whole page of Batman jumping awkwardly and Catwoman chasing after him, being like, just tell me who it is. And he's like, no, I have to pose in the air. And then finally, he's like, it's the Roman, and we turn and we get the reveal. Finally, on the second to last page, we get the reveal that it's Carmen Falcone. But here's the thing. Why is Carmen Falcone wearing a rose t-shirt underneath a suit jacket? That's generally a fashion sense that is saved for video interviewers who are going to WonderCon. Not crime-ridden, rich Gothamites. It seems a little silly, seems a little ridiculous. I like his little Maximus Gladiator haircut, and I like Catwoman's reaction, because I wonder in this universe if they're going to make Catwoman still his daughter, which is what it was in the Jeff Loeb Dark Halloween, pre-New 52, all that stuff. So we finally get that reveal. So the end of issue, Batman Eternal #2, I would say is very much a borrow it from a friend. Why? Because they padded out this whole reveal of Carmen Infantino, the Roman, forever, and it was obvious from page 2. Any Batman fan who is I'm certain there are very many fans out there who did not know that it was the Roman, but you have to think that, you're setting it up. I mean, even people that have seen Batman Begins could have maybe had a guess, And the interesting thing about this is the new 0 Year issue came out, Batman #30. Last arc of Batman, 0 Year. And they talk in this that the Roman was 5 years before. So I don't think we're going to see that in the 0 Year, but that would be 5 years before. But then 0 Year, I was reading it the entire time, and it was pretty much no man's land. This new issue was pretty much no man's land, almost exactly the Dark Knight Rises. People can't get out of the city, the villain is keeping them inside, and Batman's doing the rough and tumble, and Gordon's talking to soldiers and all stuff like that. reminded me so much of No Man's Land, Dark Knight Rises. This reminded me so much of The Long Halloween, and it makes me worried, is Batman Eternal just going to be a re-update of The Long Halloween? And is this a little bit of a trouble that we're 3 years in the New 52 and Scott Snyder and his Batman team can do nothing but retell old Batman stories? I hope that's not the case, but that's the feeling I'm getting right now, and that's why I have to give Batman Eternal a borrow it from a friend, because the second week was nowhere near as strong as the first week. And that, my friends, is it for this comic book commentary. You know, you can go to majorspoilers.com. Yeah, I'm switching right into plugs right now. I'm a comic book guy that does plugs. Just come with me, my friends, on a journey. And go to majorspoilers.com, a great website. I write reviews there. There's great podcasts there, everything like that. And you know what? I have a podcast too, Geek History Lesson. You can go to facebook.com/Geek History Lesson. Listen to it every next week's Electro. I'm telling you about Electro. It's a podcast where I take a character and I tell you about what their story is in pulp fiction, and pop and pulp fiction. And you know what? There's a great group called Articulated Comic Book Art. And it's a great group, and they do this stuff. They sent me this really cool t-shirt. They make some amazing pictures with action figures. If you, I'll put a link in the description. I made a video about Articulated Comic Book Art. They have a great Facebook page. Link will also be in the description. You can find that stuff. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you're reading. Tell me what you think about these videos. Tell me if you thought I was too scatterbrained. Tell me if you think I'm an idiot. And also let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're going to be at WonderCon this year. I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday. Come say hi. Come say hi to me. I want to talk to you, the internet, that watches these videos. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Come say hi at WonderCon if you're going to be at WonderCon. Tweet me on Twitter at Jawiin, Jawiin, and let me know. And next week, we'll probably do Batman Eternal 3. We'll see. We'll let the winds carry us where we go. I'm Jason Inman. I love reading comic books. I internet love you. Be seeing you. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I wanted to ask you a question. Which Batman story do you think is better? Batman The Long Halloween? If you think that, click here. If you think that Batman Hush is the better Batman storyline, click here. Let's have a little fun, little election. And as always, like, favorite, and subscribe. And thank you all for watching. Real quick, after the credits mention, again, I am going to be at WonderCon 2014. I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday and Saturday night, hanging out in the Marriott Bar, y'all. I'll be wearing a jacket with a Jawiin t-shirt. Come find me. I will tweet probably once an hour saying like, hey, I'm in the lobby, come find me. You'll see me with a camera and a microphone interviewing lots of cosplayers, just walking around interviewing creators. If you're going to be there, let me know. I want to say hi. I want to thank you so much for watching my videos. Okay? Thank you all, and I'll see you at WonderCon hopefully. And if not, next week, Batman Eternal 3. Ta-da!